Hello everybody and welcome back to Not a Weezer Review. Because today we're reviewing Chief by Eric Church. Anyhow, my first thoughts are this, along with Carolina and Sinners Like Me, was the album of my youth. And by youth, I mean before I was 7. Every time we were in the car, Eric Church. Sing on the porch, Eric Church. Even on some personal music players I had, Eric Church. The first concert and only concert I've ever been to, Eric Church. This music was a big part of what makes me, me. And I'm excited to share with you all and see how it holds up, however rose-tinted my glasses may be. Track 1, Creep In. Welcome to Nostalgia Trip City. My parents have been quoting this intro section for years. I don't know what effects put on Eric Church's voice, but the bass is incredibly clear. The muffle effect eventually does disappear, revealing excellent dynamics. They managed to implement a banjo without it sounding corny. Drums are intense. Guitars go about as hard as you'd expect for country rock. It's been years since I've heard this. It's still that good. And any digital effects are utilized to a flawless degree, and that you can't tell this wasn't done with just regular analog tape. Creepin' is a hood classic, crafted using the concentrated energy of every white father in America, making it an A. Track 2, Drink in My Hand. Drink in My Hand is a catchy song I don't need to say anymore. Church himself has a great accent, not sounding forced or hard to understand. He's a good man who puts his family first, he's never sold out, and he writes what he likes. You'll never feel uncomfortable listening to this, no confidence needed if you already care for country music. This is nobody gives a shit what I listen to kind of music. It's nice being able to actually interpret the lyrics with the linguistics of myself rather than 4-year-old me. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and it'll stick with you for however long it decides to. A+. Track 3, Keep On. Let me state first that this song is a kick-ass central riff, and is that slap bass I hear? Keep On is a perfect attempt to fuse country with funk. It's a decently short song, only 2.5 minutes long. There's some slight synths during an instrumental break, but nothing weird sounding. Keep On is incredibly funky despite having no brass at all. Another real classic, and a song you can put into any playlist and have it fit. Somehow this wasn't a single. So far, Chief is looking to be a top-tier album, and it's an A+. Track 4, Like Jesus Does. This song is a complete departure from everything we've heard thus far. It's a cute song about unconditional love despite all the singer's perceived flaws and shortcomings. Like Jesus Does is an incredibly pretty song, one that I'd say wouldn't be out of place at a wedding. He also uses his accent to rhyme dreams with wings and actually have it work. It's a song that doesn't have to have a huge atmosphere and works well enough, sounding almost angelic with all that echo thrown on there. It's one I'll have in a few playlists, and I can't give it anything under than A+. Track 5, Hungover and Hired Up. The stereo effects are weird, not too dissimilar from Dope by Belle Biv DeVoe. I don't remember this one as fondly as the previous 4 tracks, and it's hard to understand the lyrics. You're hidden somewhat in a constantly changing landscape of stimulation. Looking up the lyrics, you really see Church's talents as a songwriter. Hungover and Hired Up, however, fails to meet the same expectations as the tracks before it, and for that I have to say it's certainly underwhelming. B+. Track 6, Homeboy. I remember this song being shorter than 3 2/3 minutes. Homeboy sounds a little overproduced. I don't know what's with it. It sounds far too artificial, like we've jumped a decade from 2011 and heads of time in a bad way. It's like a parody of itself. The song picks up to a more expected standard around 1:10 in, but it still doesn't save it from being mid. There's something innately wrong with this track and its instrumentation that makes it sound wrong. This is Eric Church does make-believe. B+. Track 7, Country Music, Jesus. Interesting opening to say the least about it. The song tries to go somewhere into the borders of folk and gospel. The instrumental is nothing to scoff at. While sounding a little weird and modernized, it's charming in its own way. The bass is loud and thumping, but hardly enough to begin obscuring the vocals. Not unlike Homeboy, the song changes in style midway through, becoming once again something more contemporary to Church's style. Country Music, Jesus isn't a bad song, just something that I'm not interested in. It's very weird and unexpected, feeling paradoxically more real than some other tracks in the sense that it feels like it was done spontaneously in one take with no second thought or oversight from supervisors. Not my thing, but I still like it, so it's an A-. Track 8, Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is the longest track on the album and definitely one of the calmer sections on Chief. Incredibly catchy, pure, and memorable. This is live album energy with all the random background voices. It doesn't feel sparse or hollow, being full of soul and humanity. This feels like it was traditionally recorded. No overdubs, retakes, nothing. Apparently this album even features some auto-tune, but I can't tell. It's just a plain old good old song. Old-fashioned fun in every sense, and that's what makes it good in Jack Daniels, an A. Track 9, Springsteen. I don't actually have much to say for some reason. This is the pinnacle of 2000s country. This is a song you picture when you think country radio in this era. It's pure, wholesome, and oddly a little paint by numbers. If I hadn't said it all in earlier tracks, I'd give nothing but praise to Springsteen, but I can't because I hate repeating myself. This is the kind of song that pops into existence, yet I spent like 3 years searching for it, and it's exactly how you remember it. The ending is extremely repetitive and boring, not really trying anything new for an entire final minute. This is a full radio song designed to appeal to the wildest general audience. From a critical view, though, it could be better, so Springsteen's an A-. Track 10, I'm Getting Stoned. This one here opens peculiarly, not sounding too unlike Creepin' and Keep On. I couldn't decide whether stoned here meant being killed by having rocks thrown at you or lighting up a joint. Either way, I'm Getting Stoned is complete and utter fire. I think the song's about his love interest being married to someone else and coping with substances. It's a fiery song about jealousy, anger, and all those other negative emotions. The ending is once again decently long, but at bare minimum contains enough variety to stimulate you for its entire duration, not unlike Springsteen. The song kicks ass in all of them at that. A+. Track 11, Over When It's Over. I almost didn't want this album to end, but every rose has a star. There's a really stupid synth every couple bars for no other reason other than to irritate me. Over When It's Over is just okay, mercifully short and ultimately a little forgettable aside from Church's duet vocals with a female singer that Wikipedia doesn't name directly. It's an okay final track that ends before it does much of anything, and I'm disappointed in its ending, so it's a B. For our final thoughts, I love this album. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but you bet your ass there's no mints in here. There's Starburst, M&M's, and other goodies. For the pros and cons, the vocals are easy to understand and interpret. I only had to look up lyrics for I'm Getting Stoned and Hungover and Hard Up. It's a nostalgic album for me and one that definitely deserves to be. On the other side, there's some really mediocre tracks and some that just don't know where to stop. You'll be mildly annoyed now and then, but it's never enough to detract from the album as a whole. In conclusion, I'm definitely going to listen to this one over and over. And yeah, you can see the little scoring system thing down here. And read all this real quick. You can pause if you wanted. It's a 930 out of 1100, or an 84.54%, giving Chief by Eric Church a final grade of A-. I will see you all on Saturday, maybe because I have a cousin's birthday party to go to. Anyway, I'm going to see you. Bye.